Yeah, hi guys. I hope you can hear me. I'm just sitting here at a cafe or pub, whatever you want to call it. And there's, the typical, there's traffic and so much construction around. So I hope that's not too distracting. But, that's how it is in the city. You have to put up with some noise. So, in the end, I hope you can hear me over all that noise. But I wanted to talk to you today about this tobacco I'm smoking. First, let me just show you this pipe. I often forget to show my pipes, and so I just want to remember to do that. This is a meerschaum pipe, but I don't know. I know people are going to ask. I'm not sure who makes this. I've had it for quite some time. It's kind of a bent Rhodesian, a slight bent, and it has this band here. This is a 14 karat gold band, so it's not the usual pipe. They often have a silver band or something like that, but this one had gold, so kind of just stood out to me. So a bit windy too. So this tobacco I'm smoking, it's an aromatic by McLintock. It's called Black Cherry, and what they say on the back is just bi-fermented black Cavendish with a sweet and fruity note. So it's just pure black Cavendish. But when you look at it, well, first let me smell it. When you smell it, in my opinion, you get almost a chemical smell, but not quite. A bit like fruity plastic, if that makes sense. It's just subtle, but it can make you feel concerned about smoking it because it has that. Yeah, it's almost like a type of plastic smell to me, but it's not, it's not too disconcerting. But a lot of people could smell that and be turned off right away. But it has a real sweet, fruity. It is cherry smell. But let me show you the tobacco. So if you can see that, it's black Cavendish, but it has all kinds of other leaves in there too, colored. But they say it's all black Cavendish, and it's they're big pieces and small. It's really a coarse cut, and it has a lot of different colored leaves in it, but they say black Cavendish. And when you light it up, you do get a really good cherry flavor, but it's really subtle. And sometimes you just, we all know sometimes you just want a really good cherry blend. I don't smoke a lot of cherry blends, but I do keep my eyes out for good cherry blends, and this one I think fits the profile for that. I would not call this an outstanding blend, but yeah, thank you. But if you're looking for a good cherry blend that in my opinion isn't distracting, doesn't knock you off your feet, isn't too much, this is it, because when you smoke it, it's not really heavy on the cherry aroma. It's very subtle in the background, and I think a lot of people could complain that it's perhaps almost tasteless, that it's so mild that it doesn't really provide a full smoke, that it's just kind of there. But that brings me to another point that I want to talk to you about aromatic tobaccos in general. So, also on the back of the tin, I think there's one really good point, and that brings me to what I want to talk to you about aromatics in general. I don't know if you can see it, but after the definition it says, also beginners enjoy it. So, I think as pipe smokers, we often have the opinion that aromatics are for beginners, and then your tastes evolve or change, and then you become an English style smoker or a Virginia smoker, or you get into the Creeks, you get into the Orientals or whatever. And I somewhat agree with that, but and I started with Burleys myself when I started smoking, but I think we tend to look at it backwards with aromatics. In my opinion, aromatics are for the more experienced palate pipe smoker, for a couple different reasons. They have a more nuanced flavors that you have to pull out. They don't always necessarily just say, here are the flavors. You don't have to do any work for them. In my opinion, a good aromatic smoker has to take his or her time with it, and to really pay attention to all the different nuances and all the different flavors, with the interplay between the casing or topping that they put on and the tobacco themselves, because they have this interplay of sweetness, of bitterness, of whatever whatever the tobacco is trying to convey to the smoker. And I think it takes a more experienced pipe smoker to get the best experience out of that smoke. And I think also aromatics tend to be trickier to smoke, and they take a little bit more time and a little bit more expertise in smoking them, and the pace and the packing and the tamping and all of that is different with an aromatic than it is with a straight natural tobacco, which tends to be a little bit, in my opinion, more forgiving for the pipe smoker, and a little bit easier to smoke, I think. The natural tobaccos are. So that's just my opinion. My opinion is that the aromatics are meant for those that have gained the experience of the natural tobaccos, and they're able to detect what natural tobaccos are, and then getting into the aromatics and understanding the relationship between the casing and the topping and the natural tobaccos that they put it on. And I think that's why it's important for me to get aromatics that have natural tobaccos that are high quality. Because, you know, if I was just going to smoke a natural tobacco, I would want, you know, a good quality already in the leaf at that point. Anyways, this this might be controversial to many, but that's something that I've been thinking about over the years, that we often have it backwards, that a lot of people picture themselves as beginners, you know, starting with aromatics and then evolving into natural tobaccos, and I think often that's backwards. So let me know what you think. I'm gonna stop talking and enjoy the rest of this bowl and my beer, and that's it for today. Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are enjoying some good pipes, and sorry again for the noise if it's too distracting. But that's the way it is in the city. So you guys take care, and we'll see you guys again.